towards a vicious dream. Don't you know we're the walking dead, dead, dead? Our lives were meant to be this bleak. Somehow they got into our heads, heads, heads. We're wide awake, yet still asleep. We're the walking, we're the walking dead. Fear and hatred, dull and jaded. It's all been debated and manipulated. Nothing's ever as it seems. We're bound to believe everything they scream. Don't you know we're the walking dead, dead, dead? Our lives were meant to be this bleak. Somehow they got into our heads, heads, heads. We're wide awake, yet still asleep. We're the walking dead. We're the walking dead, dead. Oh, 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 oh. We're the walking dead. We're the walking dead, dead. Oh, 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 oh. Highly sedated, intoxicated. We're automated and overpopulated. Don't you know we're the walking dead, dead, dead? Our lives were meant to be this bleak. Somehow they got into our heads, heads, heads. We're wide awake, yet still asleep. We're the walking dead. We're the walking dead, dead. Oh, 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 oh. We're the walking dead. We're the walking dead, dead. Oh, 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 oh. Highly sedated, intoxicated. We're automated and overpopulated. We're all fish in a stream, swimming towards a vicious dream. Don't you know we're the walking dead, dead, dead? Our lives were meant to be this bleak. Somehow they got into our heads, heads, heads. We're wide awake, yet still asleep. We're the walking, we're the walking.
Mm.
All right, let's try that. Hey, we're trying this again. As you can see, we're very organized on this Monday. I have an excuse. I had to binge watch the last half of season 7 of Fear the Walking Dead, and I almost wanted to gouge my eyes out. Um,
Uh-uh.
but welcome.
Everything was muted.
We will be talking to about the premiere of season 8. But first, we're going to do some trivia. This is going to be a shortened trivia. It's only going to be 10 questions. And
They still can't hear.
Nah, it's good now. It's good now.
Oh.
yeah, there is a delay. So, between us and them. So, yes, as you can see, we are just doing so much to be on top of things and organized. But yeah, I think Tomaj is actually on vacation, so this is showing his dedication to actually be here. Yeah, he is in a car. I don't think he's driving. I would be very upset if you were driving.
I'm not driving.
Yeah, that would be kind of crazy. I think maybe we'll dispense with the majority rules questions and just do straight questions for 10. And whoever answers first in the chat that we see gets the point. This time I'm doing something a little different because I know a lot of people have stuff, so I'm going to give you a choice. The winner either gets this wonderful Negan pop, or you get this nice Here's Negan fully sealed brand new graphic novel, or you can choose Merle, the 6-in-1 square-headed thing. So you can have fun with that. Looks like someone's trying to join us again. We have 2 more people who are supposed to be here, but that is your choice of prize. And we have Jack here. So real quick, let's have everybody introduce themselves. We'll start with Rhina. Rhina, go ahead.
Hey everybody, good to be here. I'm excited for trivia. Won't be joining the reaction because I haven't seen it yet. But happy to be here, and I hope y'all have a good time tonight.
All right, awesome. And yeah, we're going to do the trivia first, then a couple people might leave this chat, and then we will talk Fear the Walking Dead. Karina.
Hi, Karina Tootie Taurus on Twitter. Happy to be here. Excited for trivia, and definitely have some things to say about fear.
All right, awesome. Busy. Unmute yourself.
Yeah. I was gonna see if I could help her figure out the whole, meeting thing. But yeah, I mean, Busy Braun, hello. I'm happy to be here. Of course, I last week or 2 weeks ago was finals, so I wanted to make sure I was focusing on that. But we are now done, and I am excited to be back into talking.
Awesome. Jack, say hi.
Hello, I'm very excited to do trivia again. I had a blast last time, and I'm even more excited to talk about fear because I feel like we're all going to have some very interesting opinions about that.
I believe that is the case. Mashan just disappeared. Are you still with us?
She's having issues with audio.
Okay, so she'll be back. Tomaj, Games Master, my lieutenant.
Y'all know me from Big Bro and Little Sis Reacts. I'm watching all your favorite shows and movies. And I love the Walking Dead universe. So that's why I'm here on vacation. But I don't care because I love the Walking Dead so much.
So you go to Pennsylvania on vacation.
Yeah, back
Man.
home where all my friends and family are. I love it.
Okay, I was going to say, it's not very Walking Dead-like, though. It has nothing to do with Walking Dead. All right. And finally...
Oh, my God. Can y'all hear me?
We can.
No, yeah.
Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear y'all. This is
Introduce
my first
yourself.
time getting on Zoom on this computer.
I
Y'all,
like
I'm
your
a shot.
microphone.
And my internet just went out literally right before it was time to get on here. And I'm like, oh, of course it did. But yeah, it's fine.
All right, and of course I am the governor, and I am hosting this party, which, as you saw before, is so organized. And yeah, and what we're thinking of doing is this may be our last trivia for a while, because we'll just, from now on, we'll be doing discussions about Fear the Walking Dead. And then I don't know if is there a break between Fear and Dead City? No.
No, they're breaking
No.
up. What is it? This into 6 episodes, and then we'll get Dead City, and then we'll get the 6 episodes after that.
All right. So
Oh,
we
wow.
Then hopefully the Daryl or Michonne show. One of the two.
It would probably be the Daryl show. I don't think we're getting Rick or Michonne until 2023. Oh, 2024. God.
See,
Right. So we will be doing discussions, but we may actually do some other things because I have lots of prizes to give out now. So we may figure out some other ways to give out prizes. And then if there's a break between any shows, we'll go get back to trivia.
Yeah, the mid-season for Fear and the beginning episode for Dead City are the same night.
Oh, that's going to be a
wow.
hell of a discussion. All right. We'll probably go from being upset about Fear to being upset about Dead City.
No, I don't think Jeffrey and Lauren gonna let me down. We shall see though.
Now,
I have
Every
more
other-
faith in Dead City than I do with Fear.
Let
Yeah.
me tell you something. Every show in the Walking Dead universe disappoints me except for the main show. So I don't like none of them other than Walking Dead, but we'll see.
We have hopes for Dead City. All right, let's get started now. I don't know how you're going to do this, Tomaj. Do you have your trivia game with you? You got the
I
cards.
stay ready. You don't even got to worry about it.
Do you have the die?
So no, we're not gonna roll the dice. It's dealer's choice today.
All right. So, again,
He's really
Beth-
outside.
He is on vacation.
I'm outside, y'all. I'm
But
outside.
he doesn't use that as an excuse not to show up.
Let me
Like
tell you
some
something,
people.
sir. I was on the beach with my ass out. It wasn't nothing I could have did. No internet, no none of this.
Well, if you got an internet, seeing your ass out might have actually brought in some more viewers. So,
More people would have showed up.
only fandom. So, there you go. Only fandom. All right. So, let's get this show on the
I didn't
road.
get that at first.
Mrs.
Paul,
Munson is
Paul.
not happy about it being last trivia. Like I said, we'll see. We might do some other types of thing. We'll have to figure it out, but there's a lot to discuss about the shows. And, Ryan, I know cheating on your phone. All right.
I thought that was a calculator.
Tomaj,
Actually,
are you
messaging
ready
a friend back.
for to give us our first question? Now that you've
I'm
fixed the
ready.
background. All right. Hit it.
All right. Who? No, actually, we're gonna do this one. What weapon did Negan throw out of the RV and force Rick to retrieve?
That's easy.
Yeah.
You want to ask the
What
question
weapon
again?
did Negan throw
No, no, no.
out of the RV and force Rick to retrieve?
Okay.
Very traumatizing. How could you all forget?
All right, and I'm keeping an eye on the. All right. Provided my answer is correct, I know who's correct in the chat.
All right, y'all ready? 3, 2, 1, and
You want us to hold them up? That's right.
not the hatchet. That's funny. I love that. That's correct, but it's just like I'm used to the word axe. That's the correct answer, axe. But hatchet.
thought a
is funny,
hatchet
'cause
was
that's what
the
they
one-
called it.
Yeah, isn't
thought
a
that
hatchet a
Simon
smaller
called it.
axe?
I just remember Simon telling him that he had a hatchet, and Jeff was like, hatchet?
I always
that
thought a
hatchet
hatchet was like a
handy.
smaller axe. and
We,
an axe is
we,
just,
we
you know.
will accept axe or hatchet, I would
No,
say.
the answer is definitely axe. I can hear Negan right now. Go get my axe.
Oh, yeah, Negan said axe, Simon said hatchet.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Well, that's why we will take. Karina, you had that right, correct?
Yes.
And Busy, you did too. So everyone got a point
Yes.
in here.
Yeah.
And the first one in the chat, because I have to do this because somebody is on vacation, is Mitchell. Mitchell really likes getting stuff from me. I hope you got your stuff on Saturday. So, yes, we're going with X. Welcome, Mercenary X84. You're not too far behind. It's still anyone's game. We have 1 point so far. So Keep this.
All right, question 2. In which episode was the bus of the prison refugees found with no survivors? I'm looking for an episode title.
Episode title?
An episode title.
Can you say it again, Tomaj?
Because I don't even know. That wasn't even English.
In which episode was the bus of the prison refugees found with no survivors?
I still didn't hear it.
One more time.
Yeah.
In which episode was the bus of the prison refugees found with no survivors?
You
Oh, I
have a
don't know
bad
the
echo.
name of it.
Yeah, what is the name of the episode where the bus was found from the prison that had no survivors in it?
I don't even remember the name. No point for me. I ain't gonna even lie.
Season 4, y'all. Season 4.
Ain't no way anybody gets this right. This is crazy.
I'm making a guess that's probably very, very wrong.
I'm just guessing a question mark because I don't know.
I can't go at guess. I ain't got nothing. I have nothing.
Jack, you got to get this one. Look, that's why he's cheesing over there. All right, hold him up, y'all. Hold him.
I have nothing to hold up.
Question.
The correct answer is inmates. You already know Jack was coming with the right
What's it called?
Inmates.
inmates.
That's the right number, Busy, I think, though. I think it was 11.
Yeah, see, I
Is
can
either-
tell you. Yeah, that's
Jack
what I
was
thought, but
the
I wouldn't
only
have been able
one.
to come up with the episode name.
Yeah,
I got the
let's
episode
see.
number right, so there's that.
I told you I know no Walking Dead episodes by names unless it's like Clear, Last Day on Earth, The Day Will Come When You Won't Be. Like that's literally it. If it ain't one of them, then I ain't got
People
nothing.
were saying
Well,
self-help.
it
What
looks
episode
like-
was that?
That was like the next episode. or
That
something like
that was an answer last trivia.
Ain't that when Eugene told, or am I making that up?
Yeah,
that's
that
when-
was yeah, when Abraham knocked him out and we got the Abraham flashbacks.
And, him in the self-help section. Looks like nobody in the
Yeah.
chat got this one, so...
Damn.
Point for me?
Yeah, we'll give you a point, Tomaj.
How many points did you get last week, Tomaj?
Question for the governor. I don't keep track of
Me,
my points.
He got 3.
Okay. I was gonna say I thought he got 3 or 4 last week. Let's see if you can beat that this week. I think I got faith. I feel like you're gonna get some tough ones for us.
Yeah, don't be too tough, though. We have people in the
You on
audience.
vacation. You should be on a good mood.
I'm trying to win.
I was gonna say that's gonna put him in a good mood if he's winning.
All right, so we got no points in the chat. And only Jack is geek enough to know this friggin' episode title.
Autistic enough.
All right, question 3, y'all. Y'all ready?
Sure, ever disappearing Tomaj.
Before civilization fell, what kind of volunteer had Otis been? The Walking Dead season 2. Before civilization fell, what kind of volunteer had Otis been?
I
There's
think I
so
know
much
the
background.
field. No, I think I know the field. Is it a specific word?
It's a specific job title.
I don't know the title.
One more
Well,
time.
volunteer
Tomaj.
job title. Yes. Before civilization fell, what kind of volunteer had Otis been?
I think I know.
Well, write it down then.
Right? Fuck.
I'm guessing.
Think I know.
I could be wrong.
I definitely think I'm wrong on this one.
I got faith in myself. We shall see.
All right, I'd say give us a countdown.
3, 2, 1. Hold him up. Not the soup kitchen. The correct
really
answer
think-
is EMT.
Don't fucking play with me!
I'm saying
What
it
is-
was
what
I
is
couldn't see who
stand
had
something
EMT
nice.
among us.
I literally put EMT.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do not play
so
with
Mashawn
me.
got that, and what did you
I
have,
had
Busy?
medic. That's not the same, right?
I said
No.
firefighter. I didn't get it right.
I got firefighter too. So, Let's see. The first one in the chat. I don't think
Otis
it's
wouldn't be
Mitchell.
fitting in those windows.
Nah, but I mean, I just you're right. That
He has the heart
Imani
for it.
618 said EMT with a question mark, but we'll take it.
The only reason I remembered it was an EMT is because that's why he knew what tools Herschel needed to do Carl procedures because he was an EMT.
So EMT is a medic, right?
Emergency.
So does medic
Emergency
count?
medical
Emergency medical
technician.
technician.
It should
Does
count.
does medic count? Because I wrote medic. Because EMT is not a thing
I would
down
give it to
here,
you.
So,
Yeah, I think it should count.
yeah.
All right, we'll give it to
I'm
you.
for it.
I'll let democracy rule here.
All right, y'all ready for the first question?
Yes.
Yes, let's get to 4.
The Walking Dead season 1. What does Shane's tattoo read? What does Shane's tattoo read?
I better know what it say because that man chest right there. Yeah.
Well, I need to think now.
Can't y'all just see Bernthal chest with the chain?
Nope.
Uh,
Come on, y'all got it. This should be easy.
I don't look at Bernthal's chest the same way you do.
Yeah, how should it be easy?
I'm pretty sure I know what it say because, like, I mean, come on now.
Oh, I might have the chain. I don't know if I have the tat though.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna give y'all 10.
I was so confused when he went mute.
yeah, I did too. I thought I lost
Hold
the
him up.
phone.
Busy.
Home wrecker, I like it.
That's it.
He was definitely
So yeah, Mashawn got the correct answer. It is
Yeah.
Lil Bird.
Lil
She
Bird.
said she
The
knew
chain.
it. She
The
said she knew
chain was 22, I think.
Okay.
I could literally see the little bird on his titty.
Oh my
All
god.
right. Well, you would be looking at a city. And the first one to get it correct was Mitchell.
Go,
So he's
Mitchell.
got 2 points. A lot of people didn't have a clue. A couple of people came in with Lil Bird later. Again, you can never tell if they saw someone else's answer and said, "Oh yeah, that's right."
Wait,
That's why
really
it's
quick.
the first one.
Wait, really quick. Speaking of Bernthal, have y'all seen how people take that clip of him? He had like I think it was one of Otis' big button-up shirts, and it was open, so obviously he was shirtless. And it was when Rick and then was coming with the walkers, and he was like,
Let me tell you something.
"What is that?"
Oh no, that's the wrong one. I always get them too
What is
confused. Those memes
Yeah,
are
like-
going everywhere. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
I saw a meme where it was like my dog when he got something in his mouth, and it was that clip. What
What
is
is
that? And he
that?
started running.
What is that? Oh man.
Shit is so funny. He would be so mad. Oh my god, he was insane. What is that?
Y'all got my Commonwealth shirt on. Oh, it disappeared. There you go.
All right, let's go with question 5.
Question 5. Y'all know it ain't gonna be easy this week, y'all. It's dealer's choice. Y'all know I'm finna get y'all. Which of Joe's group did Rick strangle? Which of Joe's group did Rick strangle? Walking Dead season 4.
Let me ask you the question,
Oh.
Tomaj.
Oh.
If we were asking you this question, would you know it?
I actually do know this one.
All right.
Wait,
'Cause I don't think-
didn't. Wait, can you read it again? Because that didn't happen. Like what?
Which of Joe's group did Rick strangle? Think The Walking Dead season 4.
I'm just going to make up a random name because
Yeah, I don't know.
Joe the
Literally-
Claimer.
I literally.
I know
I
who
mean,
Joe
I-
the Claimer is. We know
Yeah.
the main guy. All his fucking little Claimer
I don't know none of their
boyfriend.
other
Joe
names.
said his name.
Oh, wait
he
a
was
minute.
looking for him.
It's
Yeah, you're talking about the guy in the bathroom,
Yeah.
and he was a stunt man. They just had him do the scene. I know that part, but I don't know.
In
Yeah,
the
they
bathroom
called
guy
out for
doesn't,
him.
They
He did
said
it
his
after.
name. Wait, they
Yeah,
said
they
his
did.
name so many fucking times. Wait,
They were calling out for him. That was in the house.
wait. Can we get like 30 more seconds? Wait.
You know this, Michelle. It's an easy name.
Oh, I know it. I remember. Okay.
Well, I already wrote down mine, so I'm not going to change
I'm
it.
not writing down anything.
All right.
I'm pretty sure this
All
is
right,
the
hold them
spelling.
up, y'all. Let me see what y'all got.
And I'm pretty sure this is the spelling.
Yeah, Michonne and Jack is on today. It's Lou, baby.
Lou.
I remember there was
First, I thought Len, but Len was the one that was strangling the other dude when Rick was under the bed.
All right. So the first person to get this, we have a new point holder. Stacy Connor had Lou. She is the first one in the chat.
what's the
Nice.
leaderboard?
Ow.
All right. So
Tomaj, where's
who
your
won whose
water?
game?
Walter. I'm on vacation, man. Ain't no Walter.
Exactly.
What is that?
Hypnotic.
It ain't blue lemonade.
Apple juice.
It's not blue lemonade. Are you drinking alcoholic beverages on my show?
I'm not confirming or denying anything.
He
I'm
pleads.
kind
the
of
fifth.
curious because it's blue and I like blue drinks, so I'm kind of curious what it is.
It was the first thing I saw on the menu. I was like, blue, I want.
Blue. I want to drink something blue.
I'm ready for the next one when you guys are.
Go
All
for it.
right. Well, I just shoved an ad down their throat, but but they said they're back
Get
now,
that money.
so-
They're gonna thank you for it.
Well, you know, I gotta make money somehow now that TikTok is being difficult. We'll talk
Oh,
about
what's
that
TikTok
later.
doing?
Oh, we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
All right. Question 6.
The question is, what sign should have made Daryl feel at home at the Southerner Baptist Church of Holy Light?
What?
Okay. Would you have known this?
No,
he would not have known
What kind
this.
of question is this?
Wait, read it
It's
again.
on the
'cause I'm-
card. It's legal, y'all. I'm gonna read it
I'm
again,
post-
which is funny. Y'all faces is
Like-
funny.
I feel like I'm supposed to know this. Wait, read it again.
Nope.
What sign should have made Daryl feel at home at the Southerner Baptist Church of Holy Light?
I don't
No.
remember.
I can picture the entire scene.
No.
So there was something there that Daryl seen that should have made him feel at home.
But you said
Yeah, I'm
the
not gonna-
sign.
Yes, it was a sign that he read. So it
Brian
said
just threw his
something.
hands up.
What would it have said that would have made him feel at home?
As soon as you say it, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah. But I know.
No. Give us the answer.
Everyone
hold
in
on.
the
Give me
chat
like
is like,
15
seriously? What?
It's
I'm
legal,
voting
y'all.
for a
It's
new
on the
question.
card.
It's legal, but are we truly serving our audience by giving
Bruh,
them
at
such
this point,
shitty
I'm gonna just start
questions?
reading the chat.
They claim to be Walking Dead fans. Y'all got to know the trivia, y'all. See, I'm gonna teach y'all something in the day. You're gonna leave here with something that you didn't know before.
Can you
that's
hear this?
crazy.
I'm gonna turn it up. All right.
Man.
I just saw Breakfast Club the other day. I love the reference. We showing?
All right, I'm gonna give
Even though
y'all
it's wrong.
5, 4,
Tomaj, I ain't
3,
got nothing for you.
2, 1. Love. What does that say, Jack? Love thy.
Thy brother.
Wild
She
squirrel.
said wild squirrel.
Kyle, you might be right.
Enter and be welcome.
I
The
didn't. put
correct answer was
Welcome,
welcome,
orphaners.
bikers. There was a sign that said welcome
Oh.
bikers.
Okay.
All right. So
squirrels.
Tomaj gets a point. People
Yeah, I
in,
never would have got that.
No.
I did that for my point, y'all. I ain't gonna lie.
we got
Yeah,
welcome
we know.
all sinners. Hunters welcome. But nobody in the chat got it.
When he was packing up the cars to go on vacation, he said, yeah, y'all gonna give me at least 2 points this time. Let me see.
He chose chaos.
At least.
He's got to at least tie last week.
Oh, I'm getting y'all this week. I got a good one for y'all.
Oh no.
You know, I can
Next
mute
question.
you and make up my own questions.
Right?
You good?
Hashtag Tomaj banned.
My
This
fans
is-
will riot though.
This is 7, isn't it?
Yes, they will.
Here's a 7.
Give us a 7th abomination that you call a question.
Question 7. What was Carl and Rick's blood type? What was Carl and Rick's blood type?
No clue. The same. That's their blood type.
You're not wrong.
I mean, we only got 4 options, so there's 4 blood types.
4 down. At least you got 1 right.
I don't.
And I just saw it not that long ago, but I'm
But
not
I think I
remembering
know
the
it.
fucking.
I'm
blood type.
guessing.
This a guess for sure.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold on.
I don't know.
Hold that up a little bit more, Sean. And hold it up, Izzy. The correct answer is A positive.
Wow.
That was a good guess, Mashawn. There we go.
Did you
anyone
have the
else have A
positive on there or just A?
I had A, and that's good enough.
I'm not
It's
doing so well this week.
This is blood. It's A, B, and O. Fuck all that positive, negative shit.
So by that, we have to give it to Glenn Ford.
Glenn Ford, that's a good name.
Yes, the love child of Glenn and Abraham Ford.
Glenn Ford, that's a good name.
Would y'all like some mercy on the next question?
Fuck
Please.
yeah.
Look at his face.
Yeah.
I cannot.
He's going to be like,
All right, whenever
what,
y'all
what
ready.
was the diameter of Rick Grimes' anus in the
Man.
first episode?
No, they're gonna be like, how many hats have they had? What is the diameter of what is the circumference of Rick's hat?
Like, what shoe was Carl wearing in 4X9?
Right. Did Carl ever go back and get
what
a
was
shoe
the
that
brand
the Walker
of pudding?
took? Literally. What
Dang, I'm
size?
doing y'all that dirty? That's how y'all feel?
How
Yes.
deep was Carl's shot wound in his eye?
Mhm.
All right, let me dial it down a bit for the last 3 or 4, whatever it is. All right, question is, what did Gareth call Michonne when he ordered the group 1 by 1 into the train car?
That's easy.
What did Gareth call Michonne when he ordered the group 1 by 1 in the train car?
This
is
is
it one or
legendary.
2 words?
2.
I need to hear it again because every time Tomaj talks, I hear a lot of other stuff.
What did Gareth call Michonne when he ordered the group 1 by 1 into the train car?
1 by 1. I don't know how you spell it.
Is not a fun word.
Hold him up, y'all.
We're not even getting a countdown.
He said,
I
"Give
did
it
a silent one. Y'all weren't paying attention. Hold that down, Governor. Not Ninja.
How did you not get this right, Governor? Come on now."
Because I
Busy,
hate
you
her
didn't know
with
this
all my...
one?
She
Busy,
killed...
that was iconic. What? Not the Michonne question you slandering over here. Yeah, the correct answer was Samurai.
Yeah.
Busy,
You
know my
said it
girl
was
dirty.
2 words.
You gotta rewatch. I said 1. I held up 1. I don't know who said 2.
Yep, I got Samurai.
I
Busy,
said
you
2.
I
gotta
had it
watch
too,
it.
but I
You gotta
missed
do
I'm
Spell it.
rewatching it. I just started it with my brother. As soon as this is over, we're watching episode 3 upstairs.
Yeah, you got to. It's mandated now.
You got to do a refresh.
I was too Dutch for that word.
Well, you misspelled it, but that's all right. It looks like Amani 618 was the first, so tied with Mitchell. So we got 2 more questions, and that will determine the winner. But with 2 more questions, anybody can either tie if they haven't gotten a point yet, or Stacy or Glenn can take it. So.
Go Stace.
All right, so go ahead with
Question
question
9.
9.
What was the first walker Rick saw once he left the hospital? What was the first walker Rick saw once he left the hospital?
Now, can I ask a question? Because there was many. The very, very
No, ma'am.
first.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
The very, very first.
The very first on screen, ma'am.
The like, moving or not.
Hey,
No,
moving.
I'm sorry.
stop,
Once he
stop,
left the
stop.
hospital. Once he left the hospital.
Okay, that's different.
And I'm finna write both my answers because I'm not finna play with you.
Once he left the hospital.
So outside.
So not the opening scene. Not the opening scene. Once he left the hospital. And when he got his little
Because
nightgown.
chronologically, that opening scene happened later.
Correct.
I know this one.
So outside the house. So outside
In his nightgown.
in the great outdoors.
In his nightgown.
Okay. He been had his nightgown on. He ain't had no clothes on till Morgan got him. But it's okay. Can I put both my answers? Because I feel like you're gonna try to play me.
No, man.
So not the one that was in the hospital, the one that was outside.
After he left the hospital.
After he left the hospital.
All right, I got it.
Your answer is showing, Rhina.
Because I know both of them.
Hold him up.
Hold him up, yeah. The correct answer is the female walker near the bicycle.
Yes.
All right, so everybody got that. Even me.
Yes, we know Bicycle Girl.
And in the chat, the first one to get that, I imagine we could just say bicycle is the proper, identifier. Because a lot of people just said bicycle.
Also,
So,
I must say,
Amani
technically,
618, you got another point. You were in the lead. So Mitchell has to get one more to tie. And
I must say, I technically did see Bicycle Girl in person because at the finale event party, they had one there that they made, and she was gorgeous.
All right, the final question.
Nice and easy for y'all. Nice and easy. What herbs did Herschel gather to help combat the flu? What herbs did Herschel gather to help combat the flu?
Nice
Are you looking
and easy,
for more than one answer?
No, man.
Well, I got one. That's all I got.
I feel like we
I
already
only know
had
like
this
one
one
herb,
before.
so
Me too.
We already had this.
Y'all
one,
should.
so,
Y'all want an easy? Y'all want a harder one? I got another one.
Go ahead and count it down.
Give us a harder one.
Karina said get somebody else to do it.
Wait. Hold on. I'm fucking up spelling.
Hold them up, Jack. We'll get what you mean.
No, it's wrong. I know it is. Yeah, it's elderberry. I was blanking on
Elderberries,
it.
baby. Elderberries. Correct
Come
answer.
on, Governor Elderberry.
yeah.
Not that one.
He made elderberry tea.
Tomaj, I thought you was gonna make this hard. How I only got one wrong? Usually I get like at least half wrong.
Everybody else complaining, ma'am. I got mass complaints against my name.
And
That's complaint.
clenching the last point, Amani 618 with 4. They said elderberry was you keep putting question marks. You need to be more sure of yourself, but you had it correct. So this week's winner is Amani 618. So as I say, congratulations. As I say, we just go to
This week was hard.
fandomspotlight.com. Go to the
How many was that?
That was 10.
10.
Oh, okay.
Because we're going to talk fear
Oh, okay.
very soon. Because I got things to say. So, yeah, if you will go to fandomspotlight.com. For some reason, www.fandomspotlight.com isn't working. I got to fix that. But fandomspotlight.com, go to the About, contact us, and send me your name and address so I can send you. And you let me know which of these wonderful prizes that you would want. Because, again, we have the 6-headed Merle. Or you can get the Here's Negan trade paperback, or you can get a Negan Pop. that is so exclusive that there's some out there that don't have the sticker. So I just said the prizes again. So you have a choice of prizes. You can let me know in the chat now, or you can let me know when you send in your addresses. Either the Negan trade paperback, the Negan Pop, or the six-headed Merle. Or six-faced Merle. Something like that. So, that concludes trivia, but we are not anywhere close to done because we have some people here who want to talk about Fear the Walking Dead, Episode 1 of the final season, Season 8. And I can already tell by looking at some of these expressions that there are opinions to be expressed. I got some opinions of my own, but since we're going to be getting into spoiler territory, Ryder, you might want to tell everyone where they can find you and say goodbye.
Yes, you can find me on the game Hers. I'm an ambassador there, and I help people with gaming and make the environment safe for female gamers. You can always follow me on Twitter and Instagram and on Twitch as Werewolf NL0. Come join me when I'm streaming horror games and shooters. It was lovely to be here all with y'all. I will not be here next time because I'm having surgery, which hopefully come out good. I love you all and have a great evening. And until next time.
Our thoughts are with you.
Good night, Raina.
Healing vibes. Healing vibes.
Bye.
Healing
Good
vibes.
night.
Take care,
Got
Ryder.
this.
Bye-bye.
And are you going to stick around for a while, Tomaj, or are you going to get to drinking and eating and being merry? Son of a bitch.
No, I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Okay, I'm going to adjust because Busy is now being covered by Daryl's arrows. So hold on, let me bring it in a little bit so people are not...
I don't have a problem with that.
I bet you don't.
See, he eating and I'm hungry. I'm finna go get 3 mangoes out the refrigerator.
Oh, we know talking TV.
I'm so hungry.
All right, so let's talk this first episode. Well, first of all, before we get into that, I do want to mention I had to watch, because I was not caught up.
Me neither.
I had to watch the entire last half of season 7,
Oh,
and
you poor bastard.
Oh man.
I have the shakes.
I believe you.
I'm starting to drink more. It's just, you know, I think I need to go down to the Canna Bistro and get high or something. This was just horrible. The fact that I don't even know what happened to Alicia at the end. It's like, was she under a delusion that she was feeling better? Was she, you know... I mean,
I thought I was ready to talk about it, but now that you're bringing it up, I'm not sure if I am.
Wait, you know what's funny? I don't know why, but like I've been had Amazon Prime, but they was doing like a promotion. I remember to get AMC Plus for like $2, and I got it. But for some reason, Amazon Prime literally only let me watch 7, 9, so I haven't seen 10 through 16. And I was like, and then I'm literally logged in on. No, look, and then I literally logged in on AMC Plus itself. I'm on AMC Plus, and it will only show me 801. And I was like, all right, well, I don't have to go through those last 7 episodes of torture. Let me just watch 801. 9 was a drag. I could not imagine watching 10 through 16. Jesus.
And I did it over the course of like 2 days.
See,
Jesus.
I think Fear has legal issues with their streaming. That's why it's always like, on different streaming services.
Yeah. I watched
couldn't get
it on Hulu.
Prime or AMC. I could have.
I watch it through Xfinity.
Yeah,
I got Hulu.
Yeah,
I
it's on Hulu.
That's how
can
you watch
them
like
all.
the old ones.
No,
But
for the
yeah.
longest time, Hulu only had like 4 seasons.
Exactly.
Well, I went down
needed-
there and they had season 7. And
See, I needed to watch 9 through 16. See, I could have. It's all right because I'm gonna log in on Hulu and watch 10. Am I gonna watch 10 through 16? Look at me.
Well,
No. 801 was
I
enough
mean,
for me.
there were some interesting things. There were some deaths. They cleaned house a little bit. Got rid of some.
A little bit?
Well, let's see. You're going to get spoilers. Are you okay with
I
that?
literally don't care.
All
Like,
right.
I watched 801. I literally do not care.
John Dory, gone.
Of course, saw that. I remember that.
That was season 7.
Yeah.
He's talking about
John
senior.
Dory Senior.
Oh, senior. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot he
the-
existed.
Oh, not they killed his daddy.
I forgot he
Yeah.
existed.
Yep. So now he can go back to I don't know, Dexter or something. No, he's
When John
dead
died,
on
I
there.
literally didn't care. I literally didn't blink. Like, I literally didn't care.
Like the main John or John?
Yes.
Oh,
Me,
really?
main
Oh,
John.
that-
I was
That's crazy.
losing it.
Every
Heartlessly.
time, no, every time I go back and watch the fan compilation, I'll be like, I'm the only person that literally didn't give a fuck when he died. He was so annoying. I didn't like how he went, but I literally didn't care. I was like,
He was
oh.
one of the least annoying characters.
Yeah,
There's
he was
a
one
lot
of the few
other-
that I could tolerate.
There was
I
a
think it was
lot
more
of
so that I
annoying
hated
characters.
Dakota with a
Oh, yeah.
passion. Like, I'd rather have Lizzie and Mika and Henry back, and hell, even Sam before Dakota.
Dang, you just don't like kids.
No, I just
Man
don't like
listed
Dakota.
every kid in the universe. That's crazy.
I'm fine with all of them.
I
It's
also-
Dakota.
I'm also the person that only ever liked Nick Strand and Salazar and Luciana. So, like,
Nick?
Well.
Nobody like Nick?
I love Lucy.
yes,
I
Luciana ain't been
couldn't
getting
give two
no.
shits about it
No.
right now. They have not
Luciana,
done
they threw
nearly
her to the
enough.
side once Nick died, and I don't
Nah,
like
yeah.
it. Like,
Yeah.
No, they
I
should have
didn't like
just
that.
killed her off and spent more time with the other characters.
I just
because
didn't like
they didn't
Strand.
do anything.
Out of that list, Strand is the only person that was just.
Oh yeah,
pissing me
no,
off.
this 7, I couldn't stand
see,
him.
I
was
didn't even get to
begging
see
them kill
Villain
him off.
Strand for real.
And then-
The last Villain Strand thing I got to see was when he threw that
Ain't
boy
no
off.
real villain Strand. I don't know. I didn't like.
No,
how
he's a villain at this point. He ain't good anymore.
He's a villain, but he's a pussy.
Pretty much.
Now they
Negan's my
also,
only
they
villain,
also got
y'all,
rid of
at this
Wes.
point.
Now they
Strand
got,
could never
Yeah.
be on Negan's level.
they got rid of Wes.
No, Negan's a pure level of evil. We can't deal with him. He got to die.
Yeah, Strand needs to go
Ma-
first though.
I'm
at
rooting
least
for Dead City to kill
Negan's
him out.
entertaining.
You lie. That's a lie.
No, wait, really quick. I'm sorry. I know we're not talking about Negan, but 2 seconds because I just watched the Dead City trailer this morning. They in New York looking for Negan. What the fuck he done did now? Somebody
I
always
put out a
looking
warrant
Negan.
for him. That's what happened. I put out a warrant.
I'm pretty sure that the actor. I don't know how many other people recognize the actor from stuff. I recognize him from Z Nation and a few other things. But also, anyone here watch Ozark?
I'm planning on it, but I haven't got to it yet.
Okay. Someone in Dead City is in Ozark, and just based on their track record as an actor / actress, I'm scared because they killed it in Ozark. They did an amazing job. So if they are even remotely pulling out half of their acting power for the role that they have in Dead City, we are going to be in for it because they do not hold back.
Well,
Walking Dead
let's
gods, please get Negan. Please get Negan, y'all. He got to get off the street.
All right,
In the
but
name of
let's
Glenn.
get back to Fear, because they got rid of Wes.
Mhm.
Oh, they didn't kill the black man. You know what? We only
Well,
had 2.
he went from being such a nice person and supportive to being a total shit in such a short period of time. It was
Yeah.
unbelievable.
It was literally
It
like
was
2
ridiculous.
episodes.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
And yeah, they let's just change the entire basis of this character,
Yep.
and then we'll kill him.
Yep.
So
Yep.
he died. Charlie is dying, probably dead by now.
Yeah, she after that time jump, she's
Deserve.
Wait, who
I'm-
is Charlie again?
She's
the
the
one
one
that
the little girl
shot.
that killed
The
Nick.
one that shot
Exactly,
Nick after
Michonne.
Nick.
Exactly.
After Nick
Oh
butchered
shit!
her.
I was mixing
guardian.
up Dakota. Dakota is Virginia daughter. I was
Yeah.
mixing up Dakota and Virginia. Fucking hate Dakota. Literally don't give a fuck about Charlie. So both of them, I don't care.
Facts, Michonne. Facts. Nothing but
Does,
Right.
facts.
does
And then-
anybody here like this show? I'm confused.
It's so bad. It doesn't deserve to be in the Walking Dead universe, and I'm not.
Damn.
I mean, as long as Morgan
It's had its
stays in
moments.
there, yeah. It's season
I like
6
the-
was
most of the cast.
prime time.
Season 6
Also-
made me have hope.
Yeah.
First of all, I only watched it because Morgan crossed over. I had to go binge to watch the first few seasons to watch it all before
I
Morgan
didn't
came.
I was
finish all
watching
the
it prior.
first-
I was
all
I
the-
definitely
never
watching it
wanted to
I-
watch it.
I watched it from the beginning.
I remember getting excited because like they had like the Talking Dead where they were going to announce who was going to be, because they're like, oh, Walking Dead cast member is going to be going
Yeah.
to Fear. Who is it
Mhm.
going to be? And everyone had their theories. And I honestly thought it was going to be like Carol for the longest time.
Not my
So-
auntie. Oh, the way they
Nah, yeah.
disrespected Morgan on Fear, Lenny deserves better. I don't care what nobody
I mean,
says.
I feel like six gave him a lot to work with.
Six was
Six-
a really good season.
Yes.
To be
they
honest,
had
I don't
John
feel like
Six
they
is
Butler.
like
disrespected
probably six is one of my favorite like Walking Dead universe seasons as a whole. To be
Yeah.
honest,
It was good.
Wow, that's big praise.
I think they just flip flop Morgan a lot with his normal mode and his clear mode, and it's like I don't know. It's just
Oh,
I feel like they
That's
flip-flopped
part of the
him
reason-
more in the main show, like more frequently.
And speaking of that mode or like the big character development, that's the big reason or why I had like problems with this episode specifically.
Yeah.
which I'm sure we'll
Yeah.
dive into.
But
Okay.
let's just. Who else died? I mean, Alicia, supposedly, who knows?
I'm so
She might
fucking
be
sick
dead.
of Alicia. I've never
Yeah.
liked her. Don't care.
Alicia, I think that's more up into interpretation. I don't think we're getting her
Yeah.
back, so it's like however we want
Yawn.
to sleep at night. Charlie's little boyfriend that we met for a day. Alicia's
Yeah.
little boyfriend we met for a day.
Yeah.
Who else? Wes.
Yeah,
See,
I'm
I don't even-
talking
I don't
about
know.
recurring characters, not ones
Yeah,
that showed
I don't
up
know.
just to die, who didn't last more than an episode. So they cleaned out like 4 people,
Mhm.
and then, and then they reintroduced Madison.
Can I just for a sec? Now, I did know that without watching the second half of season 7, just because I saw pictures of her everywhere, and I was like, I'm not surprised. I always knew that bitch was alive, and I fucking hate her, and I want her to die. So yeah.
Well,
So did y'all see that they wrote out Charlie and Mo, or not Mo Collins, but Sarah for
Sarah
season
and
8?
Wendell.
And Wendell. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not happy about that.
I'm
I
not
love
happy about
Sarah.
that either. Yeah.
I mean, they were interesting, but I feel like given the fact that they're wrapping the show up, they don't really have time for side characters, which is what they'd become at this point. Like they could, if they had spent time developing them more, they definitely could have stayed on and because they built them up a fair bit with their relationship and like the evil twin type shit that was going on. Like I thought that was really good and interesting, but then they're just like, we're not gonna bring them back. So I'm like, okay, like I'd rather them not bring them back than bring them back and do disservice to them. You know, like
No.
I don't know.
yeah. Well, at
It's-
this
it
point,
depends on the
It's a
character.
disservice to like just having like all the show and then not all of it, but some stay introduced.
Well, it
and
was
then
like
just-
it was only like a
like-
season and a half.
But give me a character, like give me some closure. Like if I'm an actor, I
Right.
want closure for my character. Like that's disrespectful.
Exactly.
Like to my work on the show. Like I could have been doing something else in my life.
well, they could
Exactly.
always show up in a Tales of the Walking Dead episode or Tales from the Walking Dead.
No. Tomaj. No.
No, no, no.
Grogu, I love him.
Now the
He's not with Tails.
Our best boy. We love him.
yeah, so obviously this season kind of picks up right where the last episode ended, where Madison steals baby Mo and ends up getting taken to Padre, which isn't the wonderful place everyone thought it was going to be that they should go to. And then they basically ended last season with Morgan and Madison being brought back to Padre blindfolded, so they wouldn't know where it was.
Mhm.
And then they start this episode out with this whole, Morgan trying to bargain to get in with them. They find him out, and then he ends up, he and Madison get violent, and he's supposedly running to get Mo and get out of there. And then they do a time jump of 7 friggin' years. Now, with this
Very
time
big.
jump and the fact that Padre found all the rafts, Sarah and Wendell could be like, who knows what they actually did with them. So there's a lot of room there. But, Yeah, and we come across this girl that I'm like, okay, who the hell's this? And somebody's echoing, and Michonne left.
Michonne's
No,
on
I'm
two
here.
screens.
No, I'm here. I swear.
And so, what was everyone's first thoughts when they saw this little girl getting ready to, train fight a biter?
I didn't like it. The place gave me the creeps. Anywhere where they only want to take children, I'm already like, yeah, it's very weird. I don't like it at all.
Surprised there wasn't a big Catholic cross. But anyway, go on.
Now, if I'm being honest, it gave me like Star Wars vibes with like the stormtroopers, how they kidnapped them at a young age to train them to be soldiers. So to see all these kids kind of training was like, it was just making me think of that.
In their
I
defense,
did not know
though,
that's
the
how
Jedi,
they did stormtroopers. I did not know that.
the Jedi also
Marshawn,
took
don't worry.
babies.
We're going to expand your Star Wars.
With permission.
No.
Realm. Yes, man. We're going to get you into some stuff.
With permission, I don't know.
I don't know.
With-
I feel
with
like it was
extortion.
almost like it was what I wanted World Beyond to be.
Yeah, I was getting that vibe too. I'm not gonna lie.
That, like how they it didn't seem like they were mistreating the kids. It seemed like they were
No.
doing like imagine 50 or not fit, but imagine Carol and all the other adults at the prison all agreeing on the idea to teach the kids to survive. Or no, the Jocelyn from the main show. It reminded me of like a middle ground between two extremes of like how the Commonwealth is really lax with how they treat like kids and stuff. Like they're not out training, like it's the young adults
yeah.
that are out doing that. But then you have places in like World Beyond where it's totally not, they're not training in any capacity whatsoever. But then you have Jocelyn, who the second the kids lose their parents, she immediately teaches them all to be cold-blooded killers. And I feel like this was sort of a middle ground where they were teaching the kids knowledge, but also teaching them how to defend themselves in a safe way. Like the way that whole
It was like a
area
military
I thought was a
school.
really
No,
cool design.
exactly. It was the way, because in the beginning of the episode, when before the time jump, we have Morgan and then some of the Padre people talking, and they were saying, no, the problem with people nowadays is that they're trying to set things back to the way it used to be, which means if you bring your kid to a place like this, you're not going to want them training. You're not going to want them to really protect. You just want them to be, safe indoors. And, in reality, they need to be able to, be aware. So the parents were probably an issue in their eyes, of course. And so they were like, oh, yeah, they are preventing the kids from training. They're preventing their kids from doing this. And they probably just saw them as being a problem and knew that. if they
Kidnapping in
wanted-
the name of survival.
Yeah, and they knew in order to, get these kids trained, they needed to see things how they were. Because in their eyes, they're filling them with, their truth or whatever. So it's like the parents were just an obstacle. So they
Yeah,
were just
like I
being
said,
I
very
mean,
crazy.
it's better than delusion and just.
Oh, no, for sure.
but
but-
it's definitely not.
But to kidnap the
Good.
kids is a force.
No,
for
no,
sure.
the kidnapping, the way that Morgan was doing it, I think is better. That he was, I mean, obviously he wasn't
Yeah.
telling Padre that, but the fact that he was checking with them, being like, "Do you want me to do this?"
And the annoying
And-
part is that that's the first glimpse of Morgan that we actually like that I was
Yeah.
familiar with. Every other piece of Morgan that we got before that was just
We're,
like,
we're
who the
getting
hell is this
ahead.
dude?
We're getting
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah, we're
You're
real ahead.
jumping ahead.
My fault.
So this
But
is the
see-
Padre Military Academy.
And you
Yeah.
can't, it's the indoctrination for me. These kids worship somebody they've never even fucking seen before. I really want to see who this person is. It's very, very weird.
I didn't take it as a
No, it's very weird.
person. No. If it is solely a person, then I agree it's very weird. Initially, I thought it was just an idea or like an acronym because I thought in the bunker weren't there pamphlets that described this? I thought it was like an acronym thing. I didn't think it was a person necessarily. I thought it was.
And I thought that for a second, but at the very end, she sat in a room and yes, Padre, yes. So that's why I was like, okay,
Right.
so
It's a place and a person.
like how people go talk to the priest through the damn window. That's what that was giving. That's exactly what that was giving. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
All day, they're literally chanting over the speaker, saying Padre this, he protects us. It's very, very weird. I don't like it.
It's a cult.
I mean, I feel
Yeah,
like
it's definitely a call.
we've never found, at least in Fear, recently a group that's not semi-cultish.
Like
I feel
Padre
like
is
to be
literally
alive
God.
at this point, you kind of have to be a little crazy. Because if you're not, pretty much everyone that wasn't is dead at this point. Everyone that's left is pretty much crazy in some capacity. And I don't know what that says about their hopes of a future, but it was a lot to take in.
Yeah.
And was it just me, or was the acting of older Mo and the other chick that was at the academy
It was
just
terrible.
not good?
It was
See,
terrible.
honestly,
Their
I
acting
didn't
wanna
want to
was-
be
be. She's a
mean.
child, so I didn't want to bring that up.
Yeah,
You know?
I didn't want to be mean, but when you
I wasn't
have
gonna bring it up.
examples of child actors that do really well,
No, yeah.
like the
Judith.
Stranger
Judith.
Things kids, yeah, she does well. And that, like, hell, Stand By Me, like there's examples of child actors doing phenomenal work, and this was not that
Yeah.
at all.
When I was
And I
editing,
have
I was
to
seeing
keep-
it too, but I did not.
yeah,
want to
I
be the
didn't
one to
notice
say
it as much
anything.
when I watched, but when I was editing, I was like, oh, like I'm like, I don't even want to listen to this scene. Jeez.
Listen, I have to give the same energy because I said, like, see, I mean, the best child in the Walking Dead universe is Kaylee Fleming. Like, we got to really get that girl her flowers.
Yeah,
and she
she's
just set the bar
fantastic.
so high for the Walking Dead kids. I'll be
We're
like,
spoiled.
I know everybody ain't Kaylee, but I'm going to need for y'all to pick kids that's like Kaylee because they're out there
Well,
somewhere.
I mean, you gotta admit that the acting on this episode by the kids was better than RJ.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why I said I got to keep that same
We're not about to do the
energy 'cause I
RJ
be dragging
slander.
RJ.
Listen,
No.
we're not going to do the
No.
RJ slander this week.
It's hard to not.
Tamaj, we
There's
were
so little
slighted.
positive about it.
Tamaj, we were cheated out of a Rashon baby. They better give us another one.
Well, I'm sure they'll
We definitely
be,
need another one, but no, I love RJ.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, in the chat, Ms. Gayla's like the children in Stranger Things are awesome. You know, they know how to act. You know, they're just. I don't know
cried
what it
over the
is with the
Stranger
casting people over at Fear the Walking Dead, or if, you know, or if most child actors are like that show. No, I don't want to be on it. No.
Hell, even the season
Exactly.
5 kids, as annoying as the storyline was, the acting from them wasn't that bad.
Those kids were good. Those
Yeah.
kids were good.
I mean, I feel bad because the storyline they were given was fucking dog shit, but like,
And
I
then they
believed
disappeared.
them.
Then
Yeah,
they,
well,
like,
I'm assuming they just got nuked. Or who knows, maybe they'll surprise us and they all got taken by Padre.
I think
But
I
it's
said that.
been 7 years. They're grown now.
Yep.
Wait,
Yeah, they're
I
like
think-
Benjamin or
Yes.
Carl's age now.
Yeah. I think I might have said that in my reaction. I was like, whatever happened to the kids, the fucking radiation kids that disappeared?
Yeah. I'm
But
just
yeah.
going to assume they got nuked.
I don't want to drag
just
the
wish-
kids, but I don't like nobody, and I cry over the Stranger Things kids like how I should be crying over RJ. So I mean that really says something to them. 'Cause I don't like nobody.
I just wish we would like get rid of the anthology stuff. Like, I miss them being an ensemble cast. I think the shows are better when we
I
have
mean,
the groups together.
I didn't feel like this was as anthology. Like, it didn't give
It's
me.
not, but they're separated.
It's definitely.
though. Like,
Yeah.
we're limited.
But I feel like it's getting back to being ensemble. At least I don't know if you saw like the promo for like, oh, what's coming, not like next episode, but just overall. It seems like for the most part, they're at least in the normal trailer that they're not fully separated that long. It seems like they come together at some point. And I would hope since it's the final season they will, and they won't just wait till the last episode. But I mean, I think about it though. Who do I want to actually get together? I don't really care that much about the
Anybody.
majority of the people left, except Morgan, pretty much. Like everyone else, I could give two fucks about it.
Morgan, Daniel, and Strand, and Luciana.
Even them, like I honestly, after last season, I couldn't get Daniel's. His mind's done, so he's not
It's
really
been 7 years. I don't
useful
think he got
anymore.
better.
No, he's probably sitting in a rocking chair, like looking at a wall right now. Like there's
He's
probably
not
not
sad.
much hope for him. Yeah, because he was already pushing 80 almost. Like he was old. I mean, there's not anything against Ruben. Ruben's fantastic, but
He's
They
a
did
great
Daniel-
actor,
they
but the
did-
writing sucks.
I don't think there was
Yeah.
a single clean, well-written character last season. And that really affects this season because we're going into it just expecting everyone to be shit because that's how last season was. And if the spoiler-free screeners are any indication, hopefully it doesn't stay that way. It seems like everyone liked episode 1 less than the rest. So let's hope this is the worst of it. I just hope it's only up from here, but we'll fucking see, I guess.
It's just a strong bad start because of like how we deteriorated Morgan's character. Like trafficking, regardless of what form you do it in and what rules you make for yourself, it's still bad. Like that is a bad thing that they gave Madison and Morgan, and then now Grace. I can't wrap my head around this, y'all. I'm trying, but it's bad. No form of trafficking.
If the place was totally bad, I would be more pissed about it, but it genuinely doesn't seem like the kids are getting mistreated. It seems like
the kids are being mistreated, but they're being kidnapped. So they are being mistreated. So physically, no, but emotionally,
well, in their minds, the kids are in a better place now. You know, they're not.
The kids are being kidnapped and swindled. The kids are being kidnapped and swindled.
It does seem better to me. Kidnapping or not, it seems like at least they're learning to survive. And I mean, I'm not happy about it. I don't like the way that our characters are being written and the way they're handling this and how they're making literally everybody do it. But I mean, if it was that or end up like Sophia or Gracie or RJ with like no survival skills.
That was so early in Apocalypse.
Oh, no, I'm just saying, like but see that age range
and Lizzie was crazy.
Them, oh yeah, but I think that also is what happens when they're not taught and like nurtured properly. Like if you have kids like Judith and Carl and like Benjamin and Henry that like had survival skills for the most part, and then obviously shit goes down. But
I was gonna say three out of the four are dead. So yeah,
but they died doing good things, and I feel
survival, see, this is another thing with me. Survival is not everything. Those kids literally don't even have a life as kids. They're literally robots. They're literally an army. They literally are not even living life. They make bullets. They train. They do this. They do that. They're literally in the fucking military. They aren't living life. And Mo already knew that in her heart, which is why she would just be staring at the water like, there's just so much more out there for me. I don't know what it is yet. Oh my God, I have parents. Like it's, I don't know. Survival is not everything. Because if I got to live like that, kiss my ass.
Well, I do have to say, so we met Morgan, and Morgan's like, no, I gave Mo back to them because they could keep Mo safe, and I became, And then you see Grace, and she comes in, and first of all, the marksmanship that these fucking people have. She's driving a goddamn boat. I mean, I knew they were going to save Madison because they wouldn't bring her back and get rid of her that quick. But she is driving a boat, and from like 50 yards with a fucking handgun. Yes. She's shooting and perfect aim headshots on these biters. Doesn't make any sense. I mean,
he's been doing a lot.
I'm just gonna attribute everything that doesn't make sense now to the radiation. Maybe they got superpowers. Maybe they got spider vision. Sniper. I don't know. Something. I don't know. Because this show as a whole doesn't make any fucking sense anymore, and it hasn't for a while. So I'm just here for the ride, and I'm hoping.
Made sense since we left Mexico. I don't care what nobody say.
And it sucks though because like I could not stand season 2 and 3. I hated them so much.
I love Mexico.
Jack, you didn't finish 3. You can't speak on 3.
Oh, I've gone. I didn't react to 3, but I've gone through it.
Oh, I thought last time I thought you said you didn't finish it.
I think
Okay, the Daniel episode, I stopped mid reaction because I wasn't into it. Other than that, yes.
Okay, so
through Robin Trin, I went through it.
All right, yes. Let Queen speak.
I was gonna say, so Ian and Andrew took over Fear. Ian and Andrew came from Once Upon a Time. If you watched Once Upon a Time, you got to see over time what convoluted trash it turned into. And I feel like they came over here and have done the exact same thing. Just stories that make no sense, going around the block just to come back to the same point.
How do they get work?
Well, I mean, I think it's
So
just
they like-
they had this big contract with ABC, so it's like Dan and Dave with Game of Thrones. You go by the name.
They don't
and then
deserve a job
you screw it
again.
all up.
Yeah, but see,
Never
at least
again.
at least
Exactly.
these two are willing
Exactly.
to ride it out through the bitter end. Whereas
I don't
like,
want them to ride it out. I want
I
them
don't
to
either,
go and
but-
let somebody else do it.
no, but I think it's
Get
it's
somebody
too
else to
late
do
at this point to bring
somebody
someone
else
else
to do
in. Whereas like with Game of Thrones, they just fucking threw it in the trash and whatever. And I know Tomaj, you're still feeling it. It's okay.
Don't get me started because
I
go
know,
off quick.
I know. But I
Tomaj,
feel
I
like
want to
at
hear
least
nothing.
they're
You know, I ain't
like,
seen it yet.
at least they're
Mm.
they're sticking with it. They're going down with the ship.
They are driving the ship down. You're the one who's driving the ship
They're
down.
the
So of course you're
iceberg
going down with
and-
it. You made it go down.
Jack, if you're screwing up something and you're like, well, I'm going to just keep screwing it up, that is not an admirable thing. I'm
It's
sorry.
not.
It's
It's
just,
not.
I'm not saying it's.
I mean, I don't know
admirable,
how
but
they
it's-
pulled season 6 out of their ass so that it was actually decent.
Are we
Season
sure
6
that
was
that
great.
was them? I think they must have had a ghostwriter or
I
something.
mean,
Wait,
seriously.
wait, y'all. Y'all know what I said when I was watching it? That and just anything. See, because the World Beyond kids got on my nerves, but at least their show made fucking sense. The production was great. The walkers looked amazing. Like, that's why I don't really shit on World Beyond. Like, yes, I was not invested in the kids and I couldn't stand them, but at least it made sense. Fear don't even make sense. Every time I watch it, I'm like, okay, so somebody wrote this, multiple people, the script was approved, their shit was in production, y'all recorded this shit, edited this shit, and was like, yeah, this is it.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Tomaj, we're thinking the same thing right now. It almost feels like every season is a different show.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
now-
They just
now
happen to
we're
have
gonna
the
deal
same
with-
actors.
With child trafficking and cults.
Well,
and
I feel like
indoctrination.
saying trafficking usually implies a sexual component, and I feel like
it's still kidnapping children.
no, it's not
Yes.
good. Obviously,
Yes.
it's bad,
still
and I'm
kidnapping
hoping
kids. Yeah.
I'm hoping that they are not victorious in the end. I'm hoping that this season wraps up with Padre. I'm hoping it's done before the end. I'm hoping it's like a first half of the season thing, and then the second half is just fucking. It's just a banger, and there's fucking 10 out of 10 every time, and
I'm
it's just
hoping
wrapping the
they-
whole thing up.
The first half of the season, they basically defeat Padre, get everybody,
Yeah.
and go to goddamn, the
Virginia.
Commonwealth.
Or,
Virginia.
yeah, Commonwealth something.
Thank you.
Yeah.
When this,
Listen, y'all, I gotta go, but I just want to say, I just wanted to rant just a little bit because I'm upset that they brought Madison back and threw her in jail for 7 years. I just had to rant about that because that pissed me the fuck off. I know not everybody like Madison, but she did not deserve 7 years in jail to be
Right.
tortured like that. Like, I was shook with the fact. I'm thinking, when she took the gun from them, she about to fight them. Like, no, she's about to kill herself. That speaks volumes right there. Like, I don't know.
Right.
That rubbed me the wrong way on top of what they did with Morgan and Grace.
Yes.
I'm trying. I'm hoping episode 2 and beyond are better, but
Agreed.
but yeah, I do gotta go,
Yes.
y'all. I do enjoy these with y'all.
I
love y'all.
have heard that.
Enjoy your
There's-
vacation.
Thank you.
Let's hope episode 2 starts off
Drink
with them waking
some
up from a
extra for
dream.
me.
I will, and I'll see you
get
guys.
get some extra sun for me. Just that outside.
I was gonna say that, but
Extra
There ain't no
Sun
sun
for
down
me,
this way.
and I'm
I didn't
gonna
left
turn
the
into
south.
a
The
tomato.
south got all the sun. North
Tomaj,
ain't got much.
Tomaj, you're close to Philadelphia or no?
No, he's not.
I'm not.
So are you a Sixers fan?
No.
Okay, good. I was curious.
Oh,
Busy,
shut up.
Busy, where are you from?
Austin, what's up?
Okay, so
Bye.
Not from Boston, yeah.
I thought you said Austin. I was like, wait a
Oh
minute.
no, no.
Boston. Well, you can get the chowder. You can get the chowder. I'm originally from Connecticut. I've been to Boston too many times. Walker Stalker Boston's where I almost got kicked out of the convention.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what did you do?
What do people be eating in Boston? Ain't that where they eat that chili at?
Philly cheesesteak, right?
Not in Boston.
Hey, you never know.
It's literally in the name, man.
What do they eat in Boston? I know they famous for some. They got hot dogs. No.
They got
They
baked
got hot
beans.
We're known for our Franks for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, at least they're not like the UK. There's just beans and toast.
I mean, in New England, it's like a lot of seafood, so we're like known for our seafood.
Oh yeah, that's true. But I'm talking about Boston specifically, not the Upper East Coast.
Upper East Coast. I don't know. I couldn't tell you exactly. I don't know exactly what we're known for.
Yeah,
a lot of crap we eat. Lobster rolls, I know, is just like the primary thing.
So the reason I almost got kicked out of Walker Soccer Boston, I think I've told this story before, but I'll tell it really quick. I was dressed as Porch Dick Pete, who, if you'll recall, was a bit of a drunk. So I decided that I would have one beer, which would not make me drunk. And then I walked around the con floor with an empty beer bottle, pretending to be drunk. And there were calls to security. There were calls to the hotel saying there's this drunk guys walking around. And I mean, I wasn't being obnoxious, but I was apparently inebriated. It was all acting. I wasn't. I walk into the hotel from outside, and the hotel people is like, "Are you okay, sir?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm fine. I'm just playing a character that happens to be a drunk." Yeah. So Corey Brill was there, who played Porch Dick Pete. And we had actually talked because I played Porch Dick Pete in a video that used to be on the Walker Soccer YouTube channel, which now it's changed and it's trash because it's James. But, yeah, so I was talking to Corey Brill. So the head of security for Walker Stalker had gotten all these reports, and he found me, and he saw me talking to Corey Brill, and he's like, he's not drunk. And then some people walked up, and I immediately went into being drunk, apparently, and he figured out I was acting. But, yeah, it was a near thing. They were like, they were getting all kinds of reports. They were like, the head of the cosplay, Hacksaw Jack, who's got one of the higher-ups, Brad, was like, "That guy who does the governor, my God, he's out of control. He is drunk." And Hexa's like, "No, he's not. He's not." So,
wow.
So I am a thespian.
Take it as a compliment.
I have acting ability. I can act like I'm drunk and not be drunk, and almost get kicked out. And Ms. Zodima said you did a fabulous job acting, and Erica says lobster rolls are the Boston thing, I guess.
I thought lobster rolls were a Maine thing.
Well, lobster is definitely Maine, but I don't know about the roll.
It's just New England in general.
Okay.
Well, not really Connecticut. Connecticut, we don't really have anything there. That's where I'm originally from, so.
Got a lot of factories and abandoned warehouses up there.
Farm country?
It's not as bad as Gary.
So anyway, let's get back to talking about fear. So,
you being drunk is probably much more entertaining than fear.
Yeah,
Strand was not in this episode at all. I was looking for Strand in this episode, and I was like, oh, well.
I don't think he's going to be in this season.
Yes, he is. He is.
He's going to show up this
like
long
it.
enough to be like,
He is.
I was
Yeah.
right. I was right all along about
Yeah.
Padre.
They just need to off him.
Yeah, Coleman is a producer because on his Instagram he was, they were highlighting his producer credit and stuff.
Oh yeah, I followed him.
Yeah,
Can I just?
yeah, he's gonna be in this season. I don't know which episode he's gonna show up, but he'll be there.
Can I just ask? Last season, so John Dory Sr. has a gun on Strand who's not looking, and then just knocks him out.
Mm-hmm.
And I can understand not wanting to use the gunshot because people would hear and come running. But why not just fucking kill him before taking little Mo and, deliver him to Morgan? That would have solved a lot of problems. When they have someone at their mercy and they don't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Imagine all the problems that would have been avoided if Andrea killed me in my sleep.
Boy, I tell you. That's a dumb broad right there. Comic book Andrea all the way.
Yeah, well, show Andrea, yeah, she was stupid. And she also liked the D. So, what can you say? I got skills. She wasn't about to waste that. Anyway, so I don't know how much I want to talk more about this episode other than Morgan flip-flopping again to, like, you know, he was all about family. He's all about, you know, staying together, building a better place. And 7 years later, he's like, you know, I don't want to deal with Mo at all. You know.
Nah,
This is-
yeah.
let me-
I think the point that got me the most was seeing the walls and seeing that
I
he
was
got
just
to the
about to
point
bring
where
that
he's
up.
writing Dwayne and Jenny again.
They tried to throw us a
God.
bone and get us excited. When I saw that, that's what I took that as. I was like, as soon as I saw her wipe Jenny off the wall, I said, because I just literally reacted to it before I got on. I was like, y'all saw Jenny, right? Y'all know there's more than his wife.
It didn't
then
even
they
get me
cut
excited. It was more like you just got rid of all these years of character development.
See,
You know, like
Exactly.
Yeah.
but
I
I
was
feel like
y'all
since
are
this is the
literally trying to
final
throw me a bone
season,
and get me excited from him wiping all of that shit on the wall.
And what the fuck's up with King County? You
we're
know,
going there. I'm
That's
excited
where
for
he
that.
was.
I know that's
Yeah.
where he was, but why is he, like, writing the name of his county? Is he like, huh,
Trying to
I
get
miss
us
King County. They
excited.
had just
I mean, he
good
had
tax rates.
there were a couple
and-
signs around like the little like strip that he filled with traps and shit. So I don't. Maybe I feel like he's gonna come full circle. I think when it comes to the trauma and the stuff with Dwayne, I feel like he really. I mean, it's the end. Like I don't think they want to leave it ambiguous at this point. I feel like they want to really solidify. He's getting over everything. He's good. Finally, for once, he's not psycho. He's gotten over his trauma and all that shit.
and decided to become a child trafficker. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Not yet.
No,
He
this is
hasn't gotten over it yet, but I hope he will. Otherwise, what the fuck is the point of this show anymore?
I don't know
Maybe
what the
this
point
is- maybe I'm trying not to laugh at the show because Lenny deserves better, but maybe this is what they were trying to do with it. So I haven't seen the other half of season 7, but whatever, it doesn't matter. So after watching 801, in my mind, it's like, okay, he was trying to escape with Mo. She almost died. So maybe that's why he finally gave her up and he felt like he didn't want to lose another child like he did Dwayne. And I'm thinking that kind of tied it in when she was wiping off Dwayne and Jenny off the wall. I was like, okay, so he was in that house going through it again. But 7 fucking years, Morgan?
Yeah.
You didn't even do that over Dwayne. 7 fucking years? So that's why I'm like, yeah.
I mean, I'm hoping they expand on it more because I feel like
7 years is a very long time. He didn't even go crazy for 7 years over Dwayne.
yeah. I'm
So,
hoping that as much as I wasn't a fan of bouncing back and forth in time, I hope they do a little bit of that, even if it's not just strictly Morgan, if it's some of the other people too, because if they don't, like, imagine if all the stuff with Michonne and the scars, they just never addressed. Not once. They never explained why she was being a bitch to everybody and why she was lacking the trust. They're just like, she just is now. You just got to accept it. We'd be like, what the fuck? That makes no sense. Give us a reason. Like, if they don't expand on this and explain, I know they gave the little flashbacks to, which that's the one thing that I can't even be mad about this episode. This episode looked amazing. The walkers were great. The locations and the set design was fantastic.
Yeah.
Whereas last season, it wasn't terrible, but it definitely didn't feel.
And it was either
like
orange or fucking blue.
immersive. Yeah,
Yes.
it didn't feel immersive last season. Everything felt like a set piece. Whereas this felt it felt organic. And I feel like at least that's the one big positive I have is that everything felt and looked really nice, but the story was still not quite there yet. I'm hoping
Yeah,
that it's.
I think you're having too much faith in these writers
Right.
to actually.
Oh, definitely.
do
But if I
something
don't,
good.
I can't bring myself to watch it.
Am I the only person that knew that was Mo the entire time, even though I hadn't seen the second half of 7? I was like,
No, I
that's
think we
it.
all knew.
I
was
had
like,
a
that's
feeling,
baby.
though. I'm also
I-
like,
Yeah.
I'm like, is this their leader? You know, I'm thinking like the golden
Right.
child,
Take
or
me
you know,
to your leader.
I was
Dr.
like, that's
Z.
that baby. I was like, it gotta be that baby.
I was
Yeah.
expecting it to, but I was like, given these writers, I wouldn't put it past them to just throw some random new character in on us that they want us to care about, and then they're going to be like, oh, just kidding, and then murder them immediately because they really like. That's one thing also with Fear. They really like introducing super fucking complex, interesting characters and killing them within
them
like
off.
an
Yep.
episode.
Yep.
Like the dude with the fucking piano and
Yeah.
shit. Like that was
Yeah.
so
I hated
cool.
that episode. I fucking hated that episode. It was fucking pointless and stupid. And
Well, it was pointless because they
story
fucking
went
killed him.
Exactly.
Let me tell y'all
I
something.
mean, the girl
After-
who was pretending to be pregnant in the end of last season, I thought,
Yeah.
all right, a cool, take charge actor, a good ally, and yeah, she died.
Killed her too. Yep.
Let me tell y'all something. After
was
literally not
pretty hot,
watching
too.
Fear, after literally not watching Fear for what it's been maybe a year, and then today wasting my time watching 709, I was like, what the actual fuck is this? Why am I watching this? Oh, it was
Yeah.
horrible. I
Well, that's
hated it.
I'm not doing reactions to this
All
because
they did was talk and talk and talk and talk and develop this man and killed him. What the fuck was the point?
well, this would be my reaction to each episode of Fear.
I mean, I was so annoyed.
When we get to the
I
King
listened, but-
County episode, Kyle,
I think
maybe
it's
just
gonna
for
be
me
good.
react to it because I feel like that one is gonna be a banger.
Yeah.
you
I
think
so.
they're gonna get back to
I-
some of the people? Does this time jump catch up to the
It
timeline?
should.
Yes,
I'd
Yeah.
say
but
so, yeah.
apparently
Yeah.
they're claiming, oh, it's just a big coincidence. We totally
It's not
didn't
a
intend for that
coincidence.
to happen. I'm like, bullshit.
It's not a coincidence.
I'm pulling a Simon.
No.
Bullshit.
I need Morgan to go home and leave all them motherfuckers where they at and go home by himself. I
That
don't
was
want none
my-
of them other people.
Like the shining glint in the pile of shit that was season 5 was that finale. I'm like, is he gonna go back? And then he's like, we're just gonna stay here and work together. I'm like, why?
Why did
You
you
have
sound like Rick?
everybody.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't do a Lenny accent, but he was
We're
talking
gonna
like
stay here,
Yeah.
work together.
and
Yeah.
I was so happy. I thought, you know what, 5 was rough, but if it means that 6 is their journey back, that's gonna be awesome. And then it's like, nope. We
Yeah,
have no
they-
That's the one,
interest in
that's the
going
one
back.
thing
I'm
about
like,
spin-offs. I get really excited for the crossovers and different stuff like that.
Yeah,
So when they tease it just to not do it, it's just a little
it's us
frustrating,
ourselves.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be your own thing, that's fine. But I don't
Make it
wanna
good.
tease. I don't want you to blue ball me on what could happen.
I would love,
Not blue ball.
I would love
terrible.
to see Morgan go back, but not necessarily alone. I would love to see Luciana
Yeah, me too.
and some of the other characters
Only the
meet
ones I
up
like.
with the OG
Of
Walking
course.
Dead crew.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
That would be
Wait,
cool.
really quick. Speaking of the OG characters, I'm going to say this before I forget. I'm literally in here making dinner. I will come back to the camera. This is my thing with Morgan. I don't even know what word I'm thinking of. I never got upset with Morgan for his personality going back and forth in Walking Dead because extremely traumatic life events happened to Morgan in the main show for him to change. Nothing even close to what happened to him in Walking Dead is happening to him in Fear, and he just keep changing. And I'm just like, sir, like, why do you keep changing so much? So that's another reason why, for me, with Morgan, it's just a disconnect with Fear.
He needs therapy.
He really went through some shit in Walking Dead for him to act the way that he did. But in Fear, it's just like, oh, these people are trying to get you to work for them. All life is precious, but like, you won't kill her, but then you will kill her. Like, none of this shit ever. Don't even get me started on the Virginia storyline. I'm finna start stuttering. I'm getting so mad.
I mean, the season 5 part of that I was not a fan of, but I really did like season 6.
Season 6 was good.
Yeah.
It was really good.
By the way, at Terrificon, which is up in Connecticut,
Don't tell me Virginia's gonna be there.
Virginia's going to be there.
Oh
Toby.
God.
And John Glover, a.k.a. Teddy.
Hey, you going to Rhode Island Comic Con?
No, because
No,
let's just say they are not press friendly.
no.
And
And
they
like,
also
what-
tend to try to rub out other cons by scheduling events the same weekend as other cons, which doesn't always work, as was evidenced by their Contropolis, Philadelphia, which was a ghost town last
Oh,
week.
wow.
Not them trying to get a monopoly.
Well, they're gonna if they pull the Walker Stalker treatment, then they'll learn real quick.
Yeah. They also have as their exclusive press people a channel that has 800 subscribers and a cable access television show.
800.
800.
Even I have more than that.
Literally,
Shit.
like,
I know,
almost 10 times.
even Jack has more than that.
That's sad.
So yeah, but yes, up at Terrificon in July, they will be on the same panel because I scheduled the goddamn panel. So we are going to have Teddy and Virginia on the same panel.
Nice.
That'll be fun.
Very nice.
Plus, we'll have Ross and Cooper.
We love Mr.
Seth,
Marquand.
and Michael Cudlett's all on one panel as well. So it's going to be a good time. And I just interviewed Chad like weekend before.
I saw.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
That
Yeah,
was
I saw that.
good.
That's cool. I was watching the Orville panel because
I've missed a lot.
I have to watch that later. Yeah, I saw.
I need a season
saved
4
it to watch later. The Orville
there
panel.
is that panel. See what they did at this con, and I know we're getting away from Fear the Walking Dead, which is probably a relief. At this panel, what they decided to do was have like a short thing with them on stage. And then it's a neat idea. They had each actor go to like a group in the audience and like have, more like an intimate, talk, which was a neat idea. But the bigger the crowd gets, the less intimate, there's only so many actors to go around. So and I couldn't record these little intimate conversations because there's 4 or 5 friggin' actors spread out. I don't have 5 cameras. They weren't using microphones. I couldn't get audio. And, I mean, it was a first-time con.
Because I'd be trying to get every actor. That'll stress me out.
Yeah, so we only got, like, the beginning of that. But they did do on Saturday kind of an impromptu Orville panel that went for, like, 40 minutes. And Jay Lee was actually the moderator. So that's going to be coming up pretty soon.
What is Orville?
It's a great, phenomenal show.
It is great.
It's science
It is
fiction.
great.
It's kind of a love letter to Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Why do everything got to be outer space? Pew, 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 pew.
Because that's where
not
we're
like
heading.
everything's like that. Come on. It's a good show. I like it.
It is. Yeah, I used to watch your reaction.
I really want oh wow, thank you. What is it called? I really want a season 4. Like season 3 was great.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah,
Well, hashtag
hopefully.
renew the Orville. Yeah, we're talking about
Yes.
the Orville on a Fear the Walking
Yes.
Dead panel. So that just tells you what
Yeah.
we think of Fear.
There is a Walking Dead actor in that show, so there's that at least.
Chad
Yes.
L. Coleman
Yeah.
is in
Yeah.
the Orville.
And we hated him on there. He
Yes.
was terrible.
But he came
He
around.
was even worse in Criminal Minds. Oh my god.
But he's currently on Superman and Lois. So
Yeah, I gotta catch up on that.
I love our Walking Dead actors getting out and about and doing other shows. Because
Yeah.
they deserve it.
They do.
no, I had such a good time with Chad because it wasn't a big con, and I got to spend more time talking to the actors than just with because Walker Stalkers, it was always like everyone had lines. Say hi for 2 minutes. I would say you got to pay the bill, and he would be like, and then that was pretty much it. But we had a lot more time and chatted, and it was a good time. He was like, yeah,
I can't
it's
wait to
first
start going to
time.
more cons.
I got
excited for that.
to spend time with you, man. You're not a bad dude. I'm like, that's high praise from Chad L. Coleman. So
Oh, yeah.
But
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Very cool.
Anyways, getting back to Fear, what else do we want to talk about? I mean,
Nothing.
Padre is sucks.
Wait, can y'all answer this for me? I'm still trying to figure out. Okay, so watching 709 and then having to jump to 801.
Okay.
Obviously, Alicia kept hearing Padre, but it was as if it was coming from her, but she thought it was coming from somebody else at first. Clearly, we know Padre is like a real place or thing, whatever. So how the fuck did she start hearing it in the first place?
Wasn't there some kind of radio transmission or
It
something?
was radio. Yeah.
Because
I thought
Yeah.
there were also like pamphlets in that bunker that she was in that talked about it. Because
Yeah.
it was like a place that it seemed similar to Commonwealth in that it was like not the government, but like some sort of like important officials or something went there.
Okay, so she didn't pull it
Yeah.
out.
No, that's what they made you think for a very long time, which was one of the most annoying parts of her whole arc last season for me, is that they're just made her seem psychotic. And again, I just attribute everyone acting dumb as fuck last season to the radiation, because the writers can only absorb so much blame for how stupid their writing is. Like, we can only say it's bad so much before it's like it loses its impact. So there's got to be some other shit going on.
Well, we can also blame editors.
Yeah.
I mean, an actor can do an amazing job. Follow the script, emote, just be incredible. And if the writing's bad, they didn't have shit to do, to work off
for me, because where the fuck is this story going?
And then the editor can really fuck things up by just bad editing. So
yeah, and vice versa too. If it's a shit thing, they can make it better, but not always. Like, sometimes it doesn't matter how good the editing or the story is if the acting. It's all of them. I feel like they got to work together. If they don't, then it's just trash.
It's like making a cake. If you had bad ingredients, which is the writing, then it doesn't matter, how
you dress it up.
How you dress it up. And then the editor is putting the icing on the cake. The editor can only do so much when it's shit cake, So yeah. That's what I say about YouTube. Making a YouTube video, every part has to be good, because if you have bad eggs in your ingredients, video's going to suck.
Yes, sir.
And I don't know why YouTube, when all of a sudden started showing me fear stuff, maybe because I reacted to the Dead City trailer this morning, but it showed me a thumbnail to a video that was like a theory about how they not showing Alicia because she gonna be on the main show, or would come up with Rick and Michonne. It was some shit it had said.
Nah, that's crazy.
Nah. I don't know what happened, because
you hear something crazy every year. Every time there's like something new, they always pull out something crazy.
They got to get them clicks.
Yeah,
like Rick is appearing in the World Beyond season 2,
or Madison's Rick's sister.
There is so much fucking clickbait out there. That's horrible.
I was like,
I saw a thing saying Tom Holland is being replaced in the Marvel Universe. And it wasn't that he wasn't going to be Spider-Man anymore. It was saying Kamala Khan was like the new, fresh-faced, hero-worshipping superhero compared to Tom Holland.
That's how they get you to
desperate to click, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Tom Holland is playing a crazy person, I think. The commercial keep coming up on my YouTube. And I think it's him. It looked like him.
It's quite possible. I mean, he does get other roles other than Spider-Man.
Tobey Maguire was Spider-Man when I was a child. I don't know no other Spider-Man. I've never seen any other Spider-Man.
And Bruce Campbell was good in those movies too. Yeah.
Bruce Campbell returning in Doctor Strange was amazing.
Who was the best Spider-Man? Oh my God, we're so off topic. I'm sorry.
We're not doing this.
All right,
so let's just wrap up on Fear the Walking Dead. I'm getting the impression they're retiring, Morgan as a collector, and get the impression from the previews that means they're going to take him out in the woods and shoot him.
Yeah.
And he's going to object to that. And then he's going to be like, well, maybe Padre isn't such a good place. Maybe I should flip-flop again.
Right.
Morgan never believed that Padre was the right place. I guess their thinking was Morgan, I can't lose another child. I don't want to lose another child. Take her. I can't keep up with her. When he cussed that child out and was like, Isaac and who your parent? I said, Morgan.
I was like, bro.
That's not even. Let me tell y'all something. I'm so close to my mic. I'm sorry. That ain't even no shit. Oh, I need to cut my camera back on. That ain't even no shit that Morgan would do. Mental illness aside and all of his shit that he be going through in his mind. Morgan is a nice, respectable man. Morgan is not the cuss you out, put you in your place. Like, Morgan will sit, listen. He won't really say too much. But to tell that child what he told her, I was like...
Nah, and the fact that child's supposed to be 8 years old, like, he's not going to talk to a damn 8-year-old like that. Come on.
No.
Well, if he thinks it's the tough love that she needs...
No.
Nah, that's not love. That's just
out of pocket for Morgan. Like
No.
Morgan don't even
Do
talk
these
to people
writers
like
on
that.
this show actually have children? I'm wondering.
Man,
God, I
and
hope
that's
not.
not
If they
like,
do,
first
let's
of all,
take them away.
me tell you
Jesus.
Send
something.
them to Padre.
Let me tell you something. Season 1, Daryl wouldn't even say no shit like that to a child.
I mean,
He
he'd say it to Carol, but not a child.
No, season 1, Daryl wouldn't even say no shit like that to a
Well,
child.
season
Let's
1, no.
know
Season
Morgan.
2, yeah.
Morgan, do not talk to
Yeah.
people like that. Let's know kids. That shit was out of character.
It was.
Now,
It's
season
your
6,
parent.
Carol.
And they're dead. I said.
Yeah.
And
that
then
was
Grace
terrible.
bagging him up. I said, what the fuck am I watching?
Nah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Morgan, we've been watching Morgan on TV for years, okay? In his various mental states. Morgan, do not talk to people like that. Oh my God, crazy.
He finally
That's how we know he's
metamorphosized into a dick.
All he needs is a porch,
Yep.
Man,
And
Okay.
and a wife
and he'll
to beat.
find it in King County.
Well,
Morgan needs to
let's-
go home.
I am going to continue to watch this abomination of a show, this train wreck.
We're in it
And
to the end.
We're in it. This is the final season. I will complain about it all the way.
Too late to quit.
However, if there is a crossover with people from the original show, I would love to see them all meet. You know, we get to see Aaron again. You know,
Yeah.
even Father Gabe, who's not everyone's favorite person, but you know,
Listen, we started with Rick and Morgan. We need to end with Rick and Morgan, okay?
yeah, but I
That would
don't.
be
Oh, and what poetic justice it would be if Morgan walks up with a kid and Rick doesn't have his, and then Rick's like all happy for him, but then Michonne's like, actually, you do have a kid. And then, and then they bond over that they both lost their child, but they gained another one. Bam! See, we could be writing this shit better than they can at this point.
Yeah,
We're in the fandom. We know how to please each other. We know what we want.
Exactly.
that just didn't sound right. That was very dirty. Thank you.
Okay,
Matilda.
you know
No,
what,
I'm gonna-
Kyle?
I'm gonna need to go to my bunk.
We said it with
No, see, usually my thing with shows is, especially the shit they be having me watch. They beat you down, they beat you down, they beat you down, they beat you down. Fear don't make sense, don't make sense, don't make sense, don't make sense. Like I don't even know how to feel about Fear a lot of the times. Like I genuinely be like, where is the story going? And with this, I don't give a fuck about Padre. I want like a big bad villain that actually intimidates me. We don't even know what this man on the intercom look like. And they got
he's
tall
gonna
kids.
come out looking like the most
the
dorky
fucking crypt
motherfucker.
And Morgan
Like,
can beat
I'm
up
Pee Wee
kids.
Herman. I started Padre.
Listen, I'm not supposed to be intimidated
He's
by
using
an
a
island
voice
full of
modifier.
kids. Morgan can beat up kids if he needs to. I'm not intimidated by a man on the intercom and an island full of kids. We can beat up kids. So I don't know what's going on. I wanted like a big bad villain. Oh my God, how are we gonna defeat them? Morgan, what are we gonna do? I'm just like, okay, so you don't want your daughter and they took you anyway. I knew that shit was gonna happen. Oh, I was so mad.
Yeah. And then
Well.
he didn't know that Madison was put in prison for like 7 years. What did you think? They
I
just
don't
killed
believe
her?
that.
I mean,
But
the
then
alternative was that she was killed. I mean, so he was okay with that? I don't know. We'll be back next week. I don't know if...
Week after next, right? Every other week? Or we're doing every week?
Well,
No.
I mean, the episodes are coming out once a week.
Okay.
So if we're going to complain about them for 10
Okay.
minutes and then talk about other shows that we really like,
We need to keep
you know,
with
we
it.
need to do it every
Okay,
week.
gotcha,
So we
gotcha.
are going to be back for every week for a while. I mean, make whatever ones you can. If you can't make every one, we understand. But
The ones for Dead
Gotcha.
City gonna be busting. Don't y'all dare miss those.
yeah, and we certainly, you know, there are some people in the chat who we volunteer to fill in as well. Yeah, they're actually talking about the original show in the chat. So nobody cares about Fear. So we're gonna call this now Fear the Walking Dead Trash Talk, and until they actually do something good with the show.
And this is us being nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could say so much more But
All
all right,
Okay.
It's pain.
let's
Lenny's
everybody.
acting is so good. Lenny deserves better. I'm sorry. I've been saying this ever since they moved him off Walking Dead. He deserves so much better. They knew they needed people to watch Fear. I'm one of the people that's only watching it because Morgan crossed over. I literally never would have watched it. That's another reason why I'm mad
the
about
actor who played Richard from the Kingdom was like, he was in a scene with Lenny, and he's like, "Please don't outact me because you have no lines, but you can still outact me." don't.
Him
This
and
is like
Deny.
this is like my time to really shine, and you could just look at me funny and steal the whole fucking
Richard
scene.
did do a damn good job. As much as
Yeah.
people hated him, I really his
I
acting
think-
was really good.
I think,
But it's
there's a
because
lot
they
of-
didn't put the camera on Lenny that much, because Lenny would have stole the show.
Yeah.
Lenny
Yeah.
and Denai are two people that literally don't have to say anything.
They can just give you a look, and yeah.
Even Kaylee's getting to that point now, honestly. Like, she had a lot of scenes where she didn't say jack shit, and she still had me tearing up.
Absolutely. All right, let's say goodbye to these fine folks out here. It's been an hour and 45 minutes.
Exactly.
And of pain. And Karina, start us off. Tell people what they can do if they've watched
Alrighty.
too much Fear.
Well,
Fifth about
I will be talking about Fear on Twitter as well as soaps, as you all know. So Tootie Taurus on Twitter. See you over there.
All right, busy.
Busy Braun everywhere. I mean, I've been posting a little more on Instagram, so I made a new page, Busy Reactions, which of course go follow if you can. And yeah, that's it.
Sweet. Rashad. Come on, we need
Yeah.
a big smile. Come on. I know you're eating, but you gotta.
It's man. Let me tell y'all something. I dislike every show in the Walking Dead universe other than Walking Dead. I am so excited for Dead City because I know I'm going to love it. It's going to be scarier than Walking Dead. I'm excited. Like, New York, how many people in New York? Like 6 million people? But it's taking place in Manhattan. It's going to be scarier because, like, Walking Dead, you're out in nature. The trees are beautiful. The water, the grass is green. New York already is disgusting. Over 10 years in the apocalypse, in New York, Manhattan is going to be so overgrown, decayed, disgusting, shit blown up, traps everywhere, no damn grass. Oh, it's going to be so scary. So I'm ready for that.
I'm surprised
And
the
just go to
rats didn't take out all the
talkingeattv.com.
vitus.
Oh my God. Do you know what the rats? Oh, the rats already look like raccoons. They're going to look like dogs for real.
Let's just hope we don't run into any rat kings.
All right.
Jesus.
Talking 8 TV is where you can find Michonne, Jack.
Yes, sir.
Jack's World, pretty much everywhere at this point. I've finally gotten pretty much everything switched over to that. We'll be checking out Dead City, and as painful as it is, I'll be checking out Fear too. So stay tuned for that. And I'll probably be checking out all the other spin-off stuff too. And I'm gonna try, like you recommended, Busy, to start putting more on TikTok too, because like the Dead City trailer is I'm gonna try to get that up there tonight. We'll see how well that works.
And of course, I have been the governor, and thanks for playing trivia with us earlier. I don't know, maybe if we do 10 questions of trivia and it goes that quickly, it doesn't take long to say how bad Fear is. So maybe we'll do trivia next time. I don't know. I'll make a decision, and then I'll do an executive governor order.
The trivia gave us structure.
I enjoyed the trivia more than crying about Fear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there is hope. There's hope. I will talk to Tomaj about it because I don't know that he can be here every week for trivia. So it may still be every other week for trivia, but every week we still trash talk Fear. So we'll see. But of course, this is Fandom Spotlight. Check out our stuff. We also have a TikTok that has a bunch of great itty bitty panel clips that you can check out, and so go check us out over there if you want the bite-sized portions of panels. And we're gonna have more stuff coming out throughout the year, including in July we'll have that Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead stuff from Terrificon, all kind of stuff coming out. So it'll be all good. So Thanks everyone out there for sticking with us. Have a good night, and we'll. Mrs. Eddie Munson says she has a trivia calendar. She can be the games master. We may do that. We may go through 365 very quickly. But all right, Governor and this amazing crew are out. Ciao, people.
Highly sedated, intoxicated. We're automated and overpopulated. We're all fish in a stream, swimming towards a vicious dream.